everybody, welcome back to my channel. So recently I made this stop motion video. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend clicking the iCard or the link in the description box to go watch it, because today I will be showing you the process of making it. First, we need to put our mask on and head to the craft store. So first I picked up some green felt because I originally wanted this to be the grass, but it didn't really work out. And then I got some translucent clay because I didn't have any and it was 30% off. Also, I wanted to get some foam board because I didn't have any cardboard boxes, so I thought I could use this for the like the whole box thing, but I eventually got more boxes. And then I got this wooden box thing that I probably will never use. And then I got some felt, or like this wool stuff, for the bushes. After we went to Sam's Club, and I ended up finding this lovely cage-free eggs box that I ended up using. So then after putting this off for a while, I finally cut those felt squares, and now I'm gluing it on some fabric because I originally wanted this to be like a grass, like, you know, like how like Trolls, like the movie Trolls, like has like the cool like texture to it. I wanted to do that, but this didn't work. Instead, I used this moss sheet found at the dollar store, and I glued it on like the foam board stuff, and I also used this, but I didn't glue it down. For the background, it's pretty much this piece of paper that fits like the back panel, and I painted it with green and yellow paint, and I also painted trees on it, and then it just gets taped to the back part of like the box. And then I also made side pieces, but I didn't show that because it's essentially the same thing, it's just different size and dimension. For Flora, I made this wire armature base thing, and I added clay in certain areas so like it makes it move like joints. And then later I sewed on her dress and everything else, and I also used a ton of super glue as well. And her feet have pins in it so she can walk in the like the foam board stuff. So here's some practice animation things. I use the app Stop Motion, which is free to use, but you can also like pay to get like other like things. I don't have that, but it works great. So for like the props that I used in like the whole thing are I used this rock thing for like a mini tree type thing, and then I have this acorn, and then I have this pine cone. I had another pine cone, it's just I don't know where it went. And then I made these little mushrooms with clay, and this part is in like the water scene. So that's what that is. And then for like the extra bits, I have these bushes that I made with like the needle felting stuff. And needle felting is really hard, so that's why they're not like solid and they're kind of deformed, but that's okay. And then I have this extra moss from the dollar store, and this thing from a previous like project. I also got that at the dollar store. And for the lake, I used this piece of paper and I did a green screen effect on it. I was gonna originally have like running water, but I couldn't find the proper video for that. And then for around the lake, I used these rocks that I have in a bag. Lake rocks. And then for the trees, I originally just had this, which is a paper tube, and I wanted to stick it in the ground, so I put these at the end, but the toothpicks are too thick and can't get through the ground, so I just had them sit like this and hope they didn't fall over. And then for the other trees, I had, which these are better in my opinion, but it's like this dowel, really thick dowel, and it has a drill hole in it, and I glued a pin inside, and the whole thing's painted brown, and it has like some some like the wool and like this extra foliage, and it just sticks into the ground, and I just made 2 of them. I originally had more, but like the dowels were too big and they wouldn't stay up properly. So yeah. Now this is me just putting everything inside the box, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just putting everything in there and adding all the details. I ended up having issues with the lighting because it looked like really grainy, and like the lamps that I have weren't like cutting it, and it just looks weird and foggy like in these clips. So I ended up filming like the whole like stop motion upstairs in the kitchen where there is natural light. So then I drew some thumbnail sketches of what I wanted each scene to be, and some of them got clumped together, which is perfectly fine, and the pink like check marks are the scenes that I did, and then I would check them as I completed them. And I finally put everything together and I started working on it, and I was going to film clips, but I didn't know how it was going to turn out, so I ended up not doing it. So here's some pictures instead. So yeah. Then this is all the clips in the stop motion app, and I had to clump together certain scenes because they didn't make sense for them to be separate, so I had to like do that to not confuse myself. And then this is what it looks all together in Imovie, and I made like an intro thing and the outro thing, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something useful from it. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!